Greetings, YouTube. Thank you for everybody who said that my videos about who I used against Crossbones helped them with their fights against Crossbones. My goal is always to tell you how I do things, and a lot of times it's trial and error, right? Trial and error. But I used 5 revives in 3 fights. I'm really proud of that. It's probably going to be a lot worse. The weird thing is, I almost wish I'd done worse because I've got a bunch of revives I need to use that are going to expire in a week. But with that being said, there are those of you out there who pride yourselves on showcasing one-shots. I've seen a lot of one-shots of Omega Red, which is great because, of course, I love Omega Red and have him at SIG 200, rank 3 as a 6-star. But this is a rank 1, unawakened, 6-star Crossbones. Excuse me. Fighting Crossbones, Sentinel is the champion. And as you can see, because it is such a patient fight, he had to speed it up. And we're going to hide my screen so you can see, since he's going to stay in the corner. You can see kind of the full action on this. So, really the impressive thing to me that I always think of with these videos is just how, especially with a rank 1 6-star that doesn't have a large health pool, how they time the Bane, right? Because I really think it's a pretty easy fight, and easy is subjective. It's still difficult, but you can be way more patient if the Bane wasn't there. But it forces you to take risks. Because, of course, if the Bane transfers and you don't have a hit on him, your health is going to melt so quickly. Now, this would not have been possible with Suicides on. He would have died from recoil damage for sure. Because he's already up to 79 hits. And look at how fast that Bane melted that health. It would have been like 2 or 3 seconds worth, and it's almost a quarter of his health is gone. So, this is just a really impressive show of patience and strategy. Do I think it's worth it to have this kind of fight versus just using a couple of revives? No. Now, if you don't have any revives and you have to use units, that does change that conversation. But he's at 151 hits, and Crossbones is still not really close to having half his health down. So it's going to be the eventual... just look at how much hits this is. It's going to be the eventual just continue to grind and stick to the strategy. Thank God Crossbones has a fairly easy special one to transfer. He lost another 25% health just from those actions. And, man, I'm so impressed with this. You have never seen somebody who hates doing long one-shot fights more than me. Nothing about this is fun. I'm the guy that, even though I love playing Texas Hold'em, after about an hour, I will go all in blind without even looking at my cards just to have it done. My brother Prof Box, who many of you met for the first time on this channel just a few weeks ago, he's the kind of guy who loves playing poker so much that he will sit at a poker table for 13 hours and play poker and love every second of it. That sounds like torture to me. And yet, here we are. All right. So, just over 4 minutes into this video, of course, it would be about 10 minutes into his video, he's at 330. Make it 346 hits, and he's at that assassin range. And notice that his health is still ticked away a decent amount just from the Bane. But that special one of Sentinel is really clutch because it's a long enough animation to time the Bane if need be. And that's what he's done to get around the timer. Really, I think that's what makes Sentinel such a valuable person to use. 393 hits. 0 received. This is the kind of thing that, though I can't exactly relate to it, I am very impressed by it. So, Wei Shen? I'm sorry, I always butcher your name. Thank you for the submission and the info to the community. Wow. A solo with Sentinel, 393 hits later. Thank God he sped up the video to double the speed.